Michael Schuster here on behalf of the team of various types of divorce professionals at Divorce Specialist Group. Today I want to talk about grief, and there are many forms of grief, and maybe you've heard of the 5 stages of grief by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and David Kessler. Although divorce is different from losing a loved one, the grieving process still applies during and after divorce. Depending on personality, personal situation, and many other factors, everyone handles the grieving process in their own unique way. And when it comes to divorce, depending on whether you've chosen mediation or litigation or collaboration or arbitration, there's always many different emotions that you're likely to experience throughout the divorce. Each of the 5 emotional stages can be defined and discussed at great length. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to outline the 5 stages of divorce briefly for you so that you know what to expect. The first stage of divorce is denial. And denial can appear in many forms depending on whether you initiated your divorce or you're the respondent, or if the decision to separate was mutual. Usually after someone has worked through the denial stage, that's when the shock sets in. After denial, a person finally realizes that everything happening is real. And so once you realize that what is happening is real, you might experience some feelings of shock. Then comes anger. And people can be angry for many reasons. The onset of anger can also happen more than once, and for different reasons. For example, some people feel anger at themselves for letting things come to or get to where they are now. Or anger at their soon-to-be ex, or anger at the people who they thought were their friends, or anger at their family for various reasons, or even just plain anger at the world. And then there's the negotiation stage. Whenever someone asks me how long their divorce process is going to take or how much it's going to cost them, my answer is it depends on you. It depends on ego, anger, outside influences, pride, and other factors. People usually embark on divorce with one frame of mind, which is to fight or get revenge or get as much of a settlement as possible. But inevitably, after people have gone through the first few stages of emotions, and depending on your soon-to-be ex and how you handle things and how he or she handles things, you'll reach a point where you just say, enough is enough, or I'm done with all this. So it leads to the negotiation stage. That's when you realize that your mental health, your peace of mind, which in turn affects your physical health and your costs and your energy and everything else in your world, becomes more important than the bickering, and then you're willing to negotiate a settlement that you're willing to live with. When many people actually arrive at this stage, it depends on how well they deal with the anger stage, and of course the depression stage. Unlike people who suffer from depression on an ongoing basis, the depression stage of divorce refers to feeling depressed due to your change in surroundings, or your coping skills, and other factors specific to your divorce process. And finally, acceptance. After you've overcome the roller coaster of emotions, you'll eventually come to accept what is and find the motivation and the determination to move on. At this point, you're usually able to make better decisions and do what's best for you and your family. If you have questions about this topic or anything else related to your divorce, Divorce Specialist Group has the best emotional support professionals and lawyers and divorce real estate specialists, financial planners, insurance brokers, CDFAs, all professionals that you may or may not need through your divorce, and they're all vetted, highest skilled in the city, and they all have the utmost integrity and empathy. They genuinely care. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you have questions, you can just email us to get it started at info@divorcespecialistgroup.ca. You can ask your questions, or you can request a free 30-minute consultation where we can answer your questions, and if you'd like, help you start forming a roadmap to make things a little bit more clear for you. All email, all meetings, all correspondence are strictly confidential, so you don't have to worry about that. And there's never any obligation or sales pitches or any pressure. We just want to answer your questions and help make the process clearer and easier for you. We really do appreciate you watching, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to email us, and we do wish you well.